Thinking about moving to Victorville, California, you want to know, is it right for you? You clicked on the right video. I'm DeVille, the owner of Realty ONE Group Empire. I've got 3 offices here in the high desert. I lived in Victorville for years. I still live in the area. I know a ton about it, and let's talk about it. Where is Victorville? It is east and west of the 15 freeway. It's about an hour and a half north of Ontario and about 3 hours south of Las Vegas. So, let's talk about some of the pros or why people are moving here. And the number one thing is affordability. Most people live in Victorville because it's cheap to live in Victorville. This is October 2021. The average sales price in Victorville is $393,000. And when you compare that to Rancho Cucamonga, Claremont, and other areas down the hill, we are literally half or more of a discount than what their home prices are. Another pro I have is there are some large lots if you want large lots, but also if you want a track setting or smaller lot with, curbs and gutter and sidewalks, most of Victorville is that. So you do have a variety or you have a choice. And basically on the west side of Phelan over near Baldy Mesa Road, that has the larger lots. There's also some other areas in between there. But all the rest of it is pretty much tracks. Now you are close to skiing, surfing, and Las Vegas. So Bear Mountain in Big Bear is only about an hour, maybe an hour and 20 minutes away, and you'll be up there skiing and snowboarding. Also, if you want to get away from the summer and get out of the heat, that's a great way to go. You're about an hour and a half from the beach, and like I said, you're 3 hours from Vegas. I've said it in my other videos, but you could surf in the morning, you could literally ski or snowboard in the afternoon, and then be in Vegas for the nightlife. Where else can you do that? Super rare, which is really great. The air overall, we have good air up here in the high desert overall. We don't have the smog like you see down in the Inland Empire and surrounding areas, so that's a plus. Victorville pretty much gets no snow. Once every 8 to 10 years, you'll get an inch. I have lived in Victorville when it snowed, and it's pretty cool. But overall, you don't get a lot of snow, and I think that's a pro. Next thing I have is sunshine. We get a lot of sunshine. You are gonna get more sun than you could ever wish for. It is sunny a whole lot in Victorville, so if you want that vitamin D, this is a great spot for you. Victorville, like I said, since it straddles the 15 freeway, the next pro I have for you is the fact that it is easy to commute. And about 70% of the people that work here in the high desert, that work in Victorville, they commute down the hill, which is what we call it, which is south on the 15 freeway, down the Cajon Pass, into the Inland Empire, and even LA. So being close to the freeway is very important to most of our home buyers. And the last plus that I have here, last pro, is the winter temps. The 59 is the average high for only like a month or two of the year. Basically 60 degrees is about as cold as it gets during the day for a high time. And if you lived anywhere besides Southern California, you're gonna like that. It's mostly warm. That's it for the pros. Let's go ahead and move on to the cons of Victorville. Windy, a large portion of the year. There's a lot of wind in the high desert overall. It's not just Victorville. And you have to know that it is windy a lot of the time, and the wind whips, man. 20, 30 mile per hour gusts are not uncommon at all. 95 degrees plus, and it can hit 100 and even over 100 sometimes in Victorville is not that uncommon. It is a very dry heat. It's not, we don't have a lot of humidity. We have almost no humidity. And so it does get hot though. So if you have lived down at the beach, which many of my clients have, and they come up here, it is a shocker for them. And when they're used to it being 70, 75, and they come up here and it's 95 to 100, it's like, whoa. So that is definitely a big con, how hot it is. The next con that I have is the fact that Victorville doesn't get really any rain. And I have that as a con because overall, when you do see landscape, if you're not inside a housing tract, it's very brown. There's not a lot of green. So if you're coming from somewhere, even Orange County, the